Do you have a sense, have you been able to get a clear reason for why China is now seeing its new cases dwindle? Is this success with the quarantines, the containment strategy is working, or should we be skeptical of what we're hearing out of China?
I would always be skeptical. I think they handled this in the beginning with a great deal of secrecy in China. They forced the initial whistleblower, a doctor, to recant and issue a letter effectively of confession saying that he was spreading illegal rumors, and then he died from the COVID-19, the disease caused by this coronavirus. Now China is spinning the story. They're saying it's an external problem, that they've more or less fixed the problem in China, and it's now gone to the rest of the world, but they're okay. They beat it. Maybe. Let's hope they're right. If they are right, that would be a very encouraging sign. It means that the fire, if contained, can burn itself out in a relatively short amount of time. But one, look at the firewalls that they put up to burn it out. They locked up 50 million people under quarantine and had drones flying around ordering you back into your home and effectively tackling people and carrying them away if they disobeyed in any way. So it would be a good sign if it is actually dwindling right now, but it's been hard to know because China has had a tendency to be secretive about this.
Hello, YouTubers. If you're watching this, it means you've checked out our channel, so thank you. Now do me a favor, subscribe by clicking on that button down there. Click on any of the videos to watch the latest interviews and highlights from MTP Daily and MSNBC. You can get more Meet the Press content every morning in the First Read newsletter. If you're tired of content that you don't know anything about where it came from, you don't have to have that problem with us. NBC News, MSNBC, MTP, and the Meet the Press mindset right here for you on YouTube. Subscribe now.